Hello everyone who joined us in 2025, and it's our first Guru Network status in the new year. And for everyone who's joining us, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Hope you were missing us for last week. And in New Year, we decided to do it differently. So we would start doing it on Mondays instead of every Friday. So we have this weekly show, which is basically showcasing the status of Guru Network, what we're building, what we planning to launch, and so on and so forth. And as this one is the very first show of the year, we wanted to talk about what's actually planned for January, what we launch in January, what we launch in this week exactly, because
I want to stop you for a second. It seems like we have a microphone which doubles what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. I will try to reconnect.
While we are at this, let's take a look at some video.
Hello. How's it about mic right now? Is it better?
Yeah, it seems like everything's okay.
Cool. So, what we're planning to do in January? What we launching overall in 2025, and what are the ideas for everyone? What we finished on in our last kind of show, we discussed that in 2024 we launched Guru token. We launched the whole ecosystem for it. Now it's liquid token across multiple chains. We also have our framework evolving, and it's been integrated into different communities. We started polishing different use cases with it, and along with it, the next question is how we hooking up the whole thing towards the to the Guru network, Guru economy, and so on and so forth. And that's what's actually coming coming along with the apps we are doing integrations with. And based on the community discussion over the course of last weekend, I figured that there is no clarity on how all those things are actually connected to Guru Tokenomics, how those integrations of our AI chatbots, analytics trading platforms, and all the applications which are coming out of our framework, which we have on top of Guru Network, how they all contributing to the means of like Guru Tokenomics, and how all of those things would be incentivizing people to participate in our DAO, in our governance, and how it's all would be connected together. And based on what we started discussing, and based on the mechanisms which we adding in there, basically it's utility of Guru token hooked up to trading fees, which are happening across all the apps and all the applications which are based on our frameworks. They have the swap functionality, tokens research functionality, everything around it. And so those are generating the fees, as well as the applications themselves as a platform. They working for particular communities, and there are fees associated to it already right now as a B2B product. So all of this we envisioning summing up in vested treasury, which is we proposing to be managed by our DAO governance. And from there, people who actually lock in their Guru tokens and exchanging them to via Guru. That's a new concept which we would like to introduce to through our governance and to our DAO. All the holders, they would be receiving like part of the fees which are generated across all the platforms, as well as those fees also generating like buying pressure, because 30% of whatever generated in here going to be burned as Guru token, which is providing this up pressure for the price of Guru token and everything. So this is just a proposal right now, and with Max we are working on summing it up into new proposal and then voting onto our in our snapshot in here. And everyone who wanna suggest something, and we had very meaningful discussion in our Telegram chat over the weekend in regards of like how community want to participate, how community want to be incentivized, what's next for Guru, what's areas we need to focus on. And based on this, we created this new proposal in regards of like Guru Tokenomics, and this is mostly about like evergreen incentives which we get in there, which getting distributed to the people and so on, as well as we proposing like new mechanisms for participation in there. And why we are talking about all this, because we have more planned for Guru network utilities than what we have right now. And when you're looking at our like landing page, you see all those projects in the ecosystems. They all based on Guru framework, and the time came to actually start embedding all those fees and all this Guru tokenomics incentives inside those products, as well as into those products which we are setting up right now for traders communities. And based on those fees, we are reshaping the DAO governance and DAO itself to be more focused towards control of what, not control, to governance and proposals of what we actually delivering and where we steering the whole project in. And that's how we replying to some of those voices in our community that we introduced the governance, but we hadn't proposed, we hadn't set up the system yet where it's constantly this process of governing our decisions, like feature sets, in regards of feature sets, in regards of like those fees, in regards of distribution, they not constantly triggered. And to change this, to make it some kind of system, we introduced this new mechanism. That's what's coming in January, and it's in the very beginning of 2025, because we created this like a foundation in 2024 to actually start getting everything what we are preparing for this like 8 months since the Guru launch, Guru token launch, for actual utility of it. And so we will all see how natural and organic demand growing for the Guru based on all these utilities. And here, what we actually have right now in our portfolio after like in 2025, we have AI chatbots integrated in multiple communities right now, and they all based on Guru framework. We have analytics trading platform hooked up to the same solutions as well. We have Burning Meme, which is launching in January as well. And Burning Meme just recently, they were working hard on polishing their model. And right now, they just recently published the whole like document on what's going on in there, how how Burning Meme going to prevail, and what's unique Burning Meme actually providing to people who's participating in voting mechanism and in trading, and why everyone should use Burning Meme comparing to other launch pads and everything. And Burning Meme polished the narrative, polished the actual product, and they ready to be launched. And that's happening on Guru Network in following weeks. That's one. The next thing which we have under our belt in all those partnerships which are coming out of framework integrations into trading communities, into KL communities. Just before the new year, we delivered new application, which is now being prepared for the launch. And it's probably, and you guys would be amazed, like with with this new functionality which is in there, it's actually like in collaboration with Banter, we enabled Banter Bubbles in there, which is showing like social share between the tokens, so you can explore them in there, as well as you can always drop into the swapping. You have all those actions in here. You have agent in there, and it's all based on the content of all the what Crypto Banter actually produces. And for the guys who don't know what Crypto Banter is actually, it's one of the biggest like crypto YouTube channels with multiple hosts, and we partnered with them on Guru Framework application, and that's basically launching in January as well. We in partnership with Banter, we hooking it up to those Banter Bubbles, where there is like social analytics of all the tokens, and then we also hooking it up to our LLM and AI, which is working in there, which is kind of new experience. And why we doing all this? Why we connecting all those pieces together? Because what we preparing is new interface for effectively Dex Guru, where chatbot is the main interface where you start in communicating with crypto market, and LLM agent is able to create wallet, to do the swaps, to provide you analytics proactively, and providing you suggestions what you can do today with your portfolio or tomorrow. And so effectively it would work as some kind of idle clicker, which is managing your crypto and portfolio and proactively looking for new opportunities and providing you options what to do. And you just basically, instead of going through all this burden of figuring out what's going on with different tokens, what you need to buy, what you need to sell, you effectively have like a crypto assistant in your pocket, always available. And that's a new approach we are polishing throughout the January in with all our trading applications and those community applications. And then we are launching it as a separate product which combines all this experience together. And that's where we also will have those fees and everything connected to what's being distributed to DAO members and to everyone who's holding Guru, and basically locking it and exchanging it to via Guru. And that's a new mechanism we need to figure out in January with community. You guys voting for it, you making your suggestions, we are implementing it. That's the drill in here, and that's kind of partnership we have in between community and core contributors team. So supporting all those launches in January and focusing on LLM narrative, like AI is a main interface to everything you do in Guru framework. So it's used as such in all applications which we launching, as well as launching new forms of applications. So besides those which already exist, we planning to launch application wizard finally. So anyone would be able to launch the actual application with LLM agent working in your community or just for yourself. They would be able to launch it and it's actually given us ability to kind of have a never-ending streamline of projects which are onboarding to Guru, which is not like hooked up to us proactively doing business development or like introducing new applications. Like everyone could do it, and everyone would be able to launch new application, to modify it, because what's in the core of our idea is complete customization of the solution we are providing to people, to different projects, as an open source solution of like Guru framework. And that's exactly what we started talking about in our white paper. We basically that's what we introduced when as an idea when we launched Guru Token on LBP, and that's exactly what we polishing in here throughout all those integrations and different implementations of our product. And that's what we hooking up to tokenomics of Guru. So it will have real utility value on Guru mainnet, which is layer 3 on base. And that utility value would be all around like Web3 automations, AI processors, infrastructure as a service, everything what we've talked about and talking about in our white paper. In regards of new partnerships which are coming, again, it's Crypto Banter, it's Haven App, which hadn't kicked in yet, but we were planning it in December. And Haven App, it's like Chaos Chassis community. It's BeInCrypto community, which basically supporting us from both perspective, from marketing perspective in all BeInCrypto platforms and materials and everything, as well as we are setting up application for BeInCrypto as well, where they have their own incentives, their own ideas of quests and everything for BeInCrypto community. And all of this coming in January, so January going to be massive from all the perspective which anyone can have. And in the same time, in all those applications, especially with this AI LLM utility, we hooking up Guru mainnet as a main place where all the transactions are happening and where all those LLMs registering their wallets, they doing all the trades, they charging people for different services in there, and that actually gives us ability to proceed further and further in our idea of Guru network as a main place for Web3 automations, AI orchestration, and all this fusion of business process automation, AI, and crypto. And I believe that narrative, which started being very hot in the end of 2024, like everyone finally figured out that crypto and LLMs, they could be working together in very interesting and effective way, because LLM with crypto have access to effectively like bank accounts, and if you have LLM or AI agent being able, if AI agent is able to do financial transactions, then it could do like lots of things in that world by itself, and that's what only crypto provides. And we are here with our framework, which is allowing people to do exactly that. We are very kind of in the narrative, and now we have all those partnerships which are coming, and then we are basically positioned to be in it, and that's what I'm very excited about. Okay, now we have some questions. can we just fork base network to make it Guru network? Is it easy as Control-C, Control-V? Why we would need to have a base network if Guru network itself is layer 3 on base? So all assets from base could be bridged to Guru network and back. So all this utility we're figuring out on Guru network is working on base as well. So, and our unique position there is that Guru token itself, it has Ethereum version, it has base version, and it has like layer 3 version, where we have the same processes which we have, for example, on base working, but with more effectiveness of L3. So that would allow us to provide the same kind of services in the ecosystems where there is a market already. So, for example, we're talking about AI agents. They operating on base, like they have wallets, they have portfolio on base, everything. But whenever you paying for actual agent or agent processing something, it's happening on layer 3, so it's more cost effective and more effective than it's happening on base, because on layer 3 you have Guru as native token, and most of those things already embedded in utility of this native token. So architecture-wise, this horizontal structure where we have layer 1 as Ethereum, layer 2 as base, and layer 3 for all our applications which are working on top of Guru, but at the same time they are free to use all the markets on layer 2 and layer 1. It's very it's very customizable and allowing us to do all the crazy things we have in mind for framework utility across all the chains and in the places where market already is. So instead of creating, for example, what it could be if Guru network could be layer 1, right? We would need to bring all the assets to our layer 1. We would need to bring people there as well as transactions and everything. While when we are layer 3 on base, we have access to all those things on every level up. Yeah, hopefully that answers that question. And yeah, our beloved community member, Ghost of USSR, who's very active and asking tough questions all the time, saying he understood it. So thank you for good questions again, and for everything what we've discussed over the weekend in the community in regards of preparing the launch of effectively new Dex Guru with all those interfaces embedded, as well as fees included in it, and hooking up huge community incentive to this launch, because that's what you guys effectively wanted to participate in when you were minting season 1 NFTs. So season 1 NFTs were hooked up to Dex Guru, and we're launching new Dex Guru with AI chatbot interface as a main thing in February, and hooking it up season 1 incentives to launch of new Dex Guru kind of makes sense, and that's what we're going to do in here, and that's exactly what we've got in our mind based on the discussion with the community, based on what we see and what you guys expect. Okay, will partners do some marketing for Guru? Yes, that's exactly the reason why we shipping those apps to those partners as well. They doing marketing, we doing applications for them, and that's like a win-win situation for everyone. And on the way there, we also making Guru exposed to more and more people who are interested in basically aping trading and so on and so forth. And that's how we get new community members on board and preparing new Dex Guru launch as well, because all those people who are in those like Crypto Banter community, Mars community, Kalashasa communities, they all effectively potential Dex Guru users, because they all trade in we are really delivering those applications to our focus markets, and we want to put those focus markets onto Guru economy and Guru economy onto Guru network. So that's the whole pipeline in here, how it's gonna work, and that's all coming in January. And this week we will have some launches already, so we'll keep you posted. Probably around mid of the week we'd have some news in regards of it for marketing partners.
Most probably some of them were Dex Guru users before, and now we are reconnecting with the most active of them.
Yep.
So how to build new community? You do not build it from scratch. You are going to existing community and kind of get people from there. And if you have something interesting to give them, they do not join one community or two communities. We are all simultaneously in dozens of communities, especially in crypto. So that's why we choose this approach, to go to KOLs with established community, with active community who knows what they're doing. And it's really, as Evgeny said, a win-win situation where we give good product, community
coming back to us, and
coming back to us. Yes, KOLs get cool up, and we have new community members.
Yep.
So we can't wait to announce it, but we cannot announce it yet, in spite of getting questions every day. Where's new partnership? Where's new partnerships? They are coming, but from legal standpoint, from financial standpoint, from marketing standpoint, there is it's all about timing, and just we have to dot all the I's and cross all the T's before we actually start this in this new year.
Yeah, and we had those 2 weeks, when everyone basically postponing everything till holidays are ended, and now holidays are ended. So this week there is multiple things starting on multiple fronts, and with those communities we polishing our framework. So with every new integration towards better and better and closer to what we actually started proposing in our white paper, and we are as I see it, 2024 was like a preparation phase for us, where we launched the token on multiple ecosystems, made it liquid, got those partnerships sorted out, got business development sorted out for those particular partnerships and those distributions for our framework. We've got more people into our team, so we can iterate faster and better, and then integrate new features. And all of this actually prepared us for start of 2025, and it's going to be massive starting from January. So, yep, and we have some suggestion here. Prepare something next week. Solution for making community. We always open for those. We're always open for those. You have all our coordinates, and we can even schedule a meet and talk about it. let's do it. Prepare some cookies for me.
We are already getting our apron on to bake some cookies for you, especially.
Yeah, we actually started testing how our a new kind of AI implementation working in the groups over the weekend. So basically, it reads all the messages which we have in the group, and based on the prompt, which we still tackling, and set of prompts of QA kind of LLM agents, which on top of it, it's identifying the contribution of each community member into the group, and then LLM have the ability to decide how much Guru you would receive on your operational wallet for your particular contribution. We started testing it over the weekend. It's very interesting mechanics, and we see how it could work in future Dex Guru, where AI chatbot is the main interface. We also have a request for this feature from our marketing partners, and it's actually giving you ability to provide some cool feedback or alpha or some information and get rewarded right away. And let's test it. Let's check how it works. I believe we are close to releasing it, and don't believe combo stats. But that's kind of different. It works as LLM, and we are polishing like multi-step process, so it wouldn't have those false positives or false negatives or something, because it's effectively thinking on stuff. But let's see. We are huge believers in it, and it's part of our products, comprehensive AI processors and orchestrating of those, and it could be fun, and at the same time very beneficial for the community. So you guys would be able to try cracking it somehow, so it distributes rewards to you for whatever reason, and we from our side would be polishing more and more use cases. So it could be fun process.
Speaking of rewards, previous week we announced our Riddle Hunt, and if you saw this video, if you see this stream or you watch this video afterwards, we already show the riddle to answer several times. And very soon you will be able to go to our app and put this riddle answer into it and get your reward as previous week. This reward will be for our NFT holders, I believe.
Yeah. So if you season 1, season 2 holder, or you just minted Guru DAO NFT using the points in Guru Network app, you would be able to participate and basically participate and get that reward. So that's what's coming in January, and even in following week, and in February as well, when we're planning to launch new Dex Guru with this chatbot interface focused version of it. And the whole 2025 is basically what we were preparing in last year for 8 months, since we launched Guru Token and proposed new idea of Guru Network and Guru Utility hooked up to it. And we'll keep you posted. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for the good questions. And we swapped the timing of those shows to Mondays. Let us know if Friday worked better, or you have other preference again in the group. But we believe Monday would work much better, because previously it was always like, oh, we need to prepare something for Friday, deploy on Friday, and then show people something new. And now we have like more
Oh,
normal,
those sweet
more
Friday
normal
deployments.
schedule. Yeah, more normal schedule for development. That's the one. The second thing is kind of, it's good to always start the week reminding to yourself like what the main objectives are, and those weekly status reports are actually the summary of our objectives. So yeah, cool. Let's wrap it up, and happy New Year, everyone. 2025 going to be massive. We baking a lot for January and for February as well, and let's keep it hot.
Happy New Year, guys. We'll see you around.
Yeah. Thank you.